Hello, folks. Welcome to a new episode of Let's Talk Business. It is essential to keep track of the data privacy policies all the time, especially during these pandemic days. If you use any of the Google products out there and have been curious about what actually Google does with your data, it collects. This is going to be the video for you.
In this video, we will give an overview of how governments are restricting online privacy and freedom to help contain the spread of the COVID-19. Many choose to impose severe restrictions on people's freedoms, including their privacy and other human rights. China uses new facial recognition software that identifies partially covered faces. The US is now discussing location tracking measures with the big tech. They would monitor social distancing on people under mandatory self-isolation. In Europe, the GDPR legislation allows temporary suspension of some data protection rights in times of crisis. According to the French Data Protection Office, employees can't take mandatory temperature readings. They also can't require employees to fill out compulsory medical questionnaires. There are a temporary permit to transfer the related data to the third parties fighting the epidemic. Italian telcos have also offered anonymous datasets that contain aggregated data on user movement that helps the government with contact tracing or other forms of monitoring. World's largest online services company, Google, how it deals with sensitive data and privacy measures. What types of data Google collects from you as a user, what it does with that data, and whether or not it sells the data to third parties. Let's dive in.
For years now, we have been seeing a trend from companies like Apple and how privacy is paramount and how important it is.
Now, Google is another large company that has many apps and services that do collect data from its users. So I think it's worth asking the question, what exactly is Google doing with your data? Before we answer that, though, I think it's important to know what types of data Google collects from its users. According to the company, it collects several different types of information from you. The first is personal information that can include your name, billing address, email address, and password that's associated with your account.
If you add a phone number or payment details to your Google account, that will be considered as personal information.
Google also collects content that you create, upload, or receive from others while using Google services. This includes emails you write and receive, photos and videos that you save, docs and spreadsheets that you create, and comments that you leave on YouTube videos. Google also creates information about the apps and browsers and devices you're using in order to access Google services.
Google also collects location data information, which helps it offers you driving directions through Google Maps.
Now, how does Google know your current location? Google uses variety of sources like GPS, IP address, sensor data from your devices, and information about things near your device like Wi-Fi access points, cell towers, and Bluetooth enabled devices. Okay, so that's a lot of data that Google is collecting from you.
Well, why Google is doing so? This is to build better services, maintain and improve those offerings, develop new add-ons, provide personalized services including contents and advertisements. Targeted advertising is one of the main ways that Google generates revenue as a company. Does Google sell this data to third-party companies? In short, no.
This is actually one of the biggest misconceptions people have about Google and their data collection policies. Google does not sell any of your personal data to third party companies. The data Google collects from you is too valuable for Google to give it away.
Google's value proposition for its products and services is a trade off, just like anything else in life.
While most of the Google services are free to use, you are giving them something of value in return, which is your data.
Now, I hope you found some of the information in this video is helpful. If you are first time here, please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. Press bell button for notifications. It's the time to sign off from Let's Talk Business.